as a nation?
Yes, the NRM government has achieved quite a lot, and we are still progressing. When the NRM government came into power, it had to deal with a lot of things from the grassroots. It had to establish democracy in the country. It had to deal with broken roads. It had to deal, with amendment of the constitution that is pro-people, looking at the rule of law, governing, the country based on the rule of law. We had to deal with education. We had to deal with issues of immunization and vaccination. We had to deal with establishment of healthcare centers, Health Center 2, Health Center 3, Health Center 4, and, let the country kickstart. Apparently, NRM government has achieved quite a lot in all these areas. And we can testify that you can now drive from Kampala up to Kitgum on tarmac and first-class tarmac. You can drive from Kampala to Kabale. You can drive from Kampala to the border of Tororo on tarmac. This is not a small thing. So that is a big achievement that we can register as NRM government. Every 5 years, we are conducting an election. That is an achievement of democracy. That means you do things because people have decided that they have voted so and so. Looking at the issue of health, today, looking for someone with polio, it's news. It's not common. People are vaccinated. And even in the recent fight against COVID, I think Uganda is ranked among the highest well-established countries that dealt with COVID quite well. So the challenge that the NRM government has right now is to deal with the issue of the socio-economic transformation and driving the country to a middle-income status. Looking at someone can afford at least $1 to live, can afford 2 meals or 3 meals a day, can afford money in the pocket. So that's where the parish model comes in, and we want to put in funds to ensure that we take money and resources up to the grassroots, and looking at the 4 pillars that are the drive to a socio-economic transformation. That is agriculture, the ICT, the services. Those are the things that the NRM government is now focusing on. Issues of tribalism has already been dealt with. So all we need now to achieve all these things is unity as a country, unity as a continent, Africa, unity as East African communities to widen, the market base. Then we can be able to stand a very strong country and a very strong continent.
Do you see any area which needs more improvement to be worked on?
Yes. The areas that we need to work on, first of all, is the area of our mindset, the mindset transformation. It's not about the blame game. It's not about government doing everything, but it's about what am I doing every day to contribute to the economy. Because much as government is blamed for not doing something, the issue here is how much is our tax base? How much do we collect at the end of the day? Because it's only through the taxes we collect that the services can be improved. That is number one. Number two, we also need to deal with corruption. The corruption has sunk right into the middle of people's bedrooms. We need to deal with that, because if people are still corrupt, however much we put resources, we are not going to achieve anything. And also we need to do what they call strategic budgeting, putting money in areas that can, yield fruits, like industrialization, like agriculture, so that people can have access to funding and also, do productive things that adds into the economy of the country.